What's up, guys? My name is Ty Zen. Welcome to the cryptocurrency.market channel. This is a trading, investing, and entrepreneurship channel. Making this video for my clients because recently at the beginning of the year, a few weeks ago, I made a call to buy some Bitcoin SV, the one that's out by the team by Calvin Ayre, the biggest, one of the biggest miners out there, Bitcoin miners, and by the guy known as Dr. Craig Wright, who claims that he is Satoshi Nakamoto. Okay, and apparently he, I've heard those claims for many years, but I haven't seen any definitive proof yet. Okay, I don't know if he is, I don't know if he isn't. Okay. But what I do know is that I have not seen any evidence, and I have not seen any credible people see enough evidence to prove otherwise, okay? So my clients wanted, that was probably the most beautiful trade that I've made this year, because I got in like in the low 50s, like around, I think like $55 after it crashed, after they got delisted from Binance. And then I took profits, my first chunk of profits was around $187. The first that big move up, and I took some additional profits at $225. Okay, so got in at low mid 50s, took first chunk of profits at 187, took the second chunk of profits at around 225. Okay, so some of our clients are asking us like, hey Ty, what was going through your mind when you made this trade? What did you see in Bitcoin SV when everybody was talking crap about it? What did you see about it? It just crashed. Why did you have the courage or the balls to jump in and buy it at that time? And what made you decide to sell it at 187 and at 225? Okay, and I posted these on my Twitter so that you guys can see it, so that because some of my trolls and some of my dumbass clowns and trolls out there and broke ass trolls that still living in their mama's basement. Some of them were saying that I just said that, but I actually never did it. So I screenshot the trades and put it up on that I did at Bittrex, and I put it up on my Twitter, so you guys can look at that. Okay, but I just want to walk you guys, and this is mainly for my clients here. Okay, for our cryptocurrency investing blueprint clients, right? So there's two things that we always gotta pay attention to. We got to really listen to the markets, okay? The market knows more than what I know. The market knows more than what all of us combined know, okay? Because the market is made up of the collective of all the traders and investors in the cryptocurrency market, okay? So let's look at when we had this huge battle because both projects, like the Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Core did not have a governance, which means that it's a formal process that is that the whole community can come to a final and binding decision, okay, to upgrade their software. It's final and it's binding, okay? That's the key to governance. And they didn't have it, so they forked off. They argued about big blocks, small blocks, whatever, and they forked off and they split up into Bitcoin Core and Bitcoin Cash. And then later on, the Bitcoin Cash split up again because they still didn't fix the governance issue. And so they forked off again. And I expect more of them to continue forking. It's not going to stop because they never fixed the original problem. They don't have a process that's final and binding for the entire community to decide on what's the best way to upgrade the software. So this is going to continue. Expect that, okay? So when the controversy and the battle between Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin SV, when they were fighting each other between the hash wars and everything, and they finally agreed to come to an agreement that they're going to just both go their separate ways, and one is Bitcoin Cash from Roger Ver's team, and then one is Bitcoin SV on Craig Wright's team, okay? The guy who claims that he is Satoshi Nakamoto, which I don't know if it's true or not. I suspect that right now I have to go with the fact that it's not true because he hasn't proven evidence that I can see that I can believe in, okay? So when the price, it shot up, I forget how much it was, 100 something, or it doesn't matter, right? But it crashed down, right? And it settled like somewhere in the 70s, like $73, $75, $76, and it was just going sideways from there. And then all the social justice warriors, all the guys that, that the elitists, the guys, the Bitcoin maximalists, all the guys that's on their moral high horses, the guys that think they know it all, the guys that want to virtue signal and tell everybody what is good and what is bad and what they need to do and what I need to trade or what you need to trade or what you need to invest in or what I need to invest in. All those idiots, right, on their moral high horses, they were all, complaining, whining, bitching, and wanted Bitcoin SV to be delisted, okay, from all the exchanges, okay? Now, I suspect that those people are not just on their moral high horses saying that they want Bitcoin SV to be delisted because they call it a scam, you know? Now, keep in mind, guys, this, okay? You know, in the world of crypto, the word scam and the word fraud just simply means that what that translates to, in case you're new to crypto, is it translates to I don't like that person, or I don't like that project, or I don't like that coin, or I don't like that crypto, or I don't like that exchange. That's what fraud and scam means in the world of crypto. Outside the world of crypto, the word fraud or the word scam usually means that someone has misrepresented something, someone has committed fraud, somebody has committed they broke the law in some way, okay? But in the world of crypto, the word scam simply just means, about 99% of the time, the word scam just means I don't like that person or that project, or I don't like what they say, or I don't like their opinions. That's what it means, okay? So, a lot of people were making accusations that Bitcoin SV was a scam, okay, which translates to I don't like that project, I don't like Craig Wright, and all that stuff. And what happened was they were able to lobby, and then the owner of the biggest exchange right now called Binance, the owner is CZ, and he was one of those social justice warriors too. And he announced that he was going to delist Bitcoin SV. So at that time, I'm thinking like, holy crap, you know, I need to go and take the Bitcoin SVs out of my hardware wallets and split it away from the Bitcoin Cash and go and sell it and make some money, you know, and salvage it while I can, because more than likely, you know, since CZ is a huge influencer in the cryptocurrency space and he owns the biggest altcoin exchange and he's a billionaire, the fact that he's going to delist Bitcoin SV, that is probably going to set off a chain reaction, and everybody else is going to follow suit. And sure enough, I think it was, what is it, Bitfinex or not Bitfinex, but some other exchange also jumped on the bandwagon. Some other big exchange also jumped on the bandwagon and said, oh, you know, they wanted to cry social justice warrior, and from their moral high horses, they wanted to delist Bitcoin SV too. And I'm thinking like, okay, this is going to, man, this Bitcoin SV is really going to go into the crapper, right? It's going to go to zero very quick here. So I need to figure out how to extract it from my hardware wallet and move it to the exchanges that still has Bitcoin SV listed, and try to sell it and just, you know, just consider it free money and then just move on, okay, and not worry about it no more. However, in the few days that I spent trying to figure out how to separate the Bitcoin SV from the Bitcoin Cash, right? Okay, just be careful, okay? And what happened was, I noticed that Bitcoin SV fell from the $70 range down to like the low $50 range, and it just stayed there. Like it just went sideways. Like it just crashed after it got delisted from Binance and from that other major exchange. And both after it got delisted, right, and no people could not trade it anymore, then it crashed, and then it just stayed there in the 50s, in the mid 50s. And I was like, wait a minute. And I was waiting, like, I'm sitting there thinking, like, okay, I hope it doesn't crash anymore. I hope it doesn't crash anymore. And then it just stayed there. It just kept going sideways. It kept going sideways for several days. And I kept waiting, like, okay, this should crash some more, because Binance just delisted you, and this other major exchange just delisted you. And everybody on Twitter is saying that, oh, you know, this is going to go to zero. This is a shit coin or whatever, you know. And, you know, Craig Wright, you know. And then Craig Wright is suing this guy named Peter McCormack, who this blogger, right? They were talking nonsense, and finally, you know, and this guy Peter Cormack, you know, he was calling out Craig Wright's a fake Toshi or fake guy, and you know, all this other stuff, and then all this stuff, and he's challenging him to go take him to court, and then now Craig Wright's suing him, and now, you know, he's backing away, he's scared now. Well, I don't know what the deal is with that, okay? But anyways, if we look at it, there is nothing good about Bitcoin SV. There is absolutely not 1 ounce of good news that you can find on the internet about Bitcoin SV. Like, absolutely not. There's nobody saying anything good about it, right? So what made me decide to go out there and tweet out that I'm, you know, buying some Bitcoin SV? Well, why did I do that? And the reason is this, guys. If we look at the market knows everything. The market knows more than what I can know or what you and I combined can know, okay? And what the market was saying, that despite all that negative bad news, the market still values Bitcoin SV in the low 50s. And I was thinking like, wait a minute here. You mean to tell me that despite all this, like everyone hates this guy, Craig, right? Everyone hates Bitcoin SV. Even the Bitcoin Core guys are siding with the Bitcoin Cash guys to talk crap about Bitcoin SV. And it's still able to maintain the price at the mid 50s. I was thinking like this should go to like in the 10-cent range. Why is it still in the 50s, right? And I realized, you know what? That means like after a few weeks, I said to myself, I said, this means that the market does not see Bitcoin SV as being a low value coin, right? So it can only go up from here. Like the absolute worst news already came out about Bitcoin. Like you could not think of any more bad news about this coin to make it go lower. Like that's as worse as it can get. And it still held its price in the 50s. And that's when I went in and said, hey, you know what? I'm gonna buy some of this, because if this is the lowest it can get is in the mid 50s, then anything that Craig Wright does or Calvin Ayre does, this can only go up from here. And so sure enough, after I bought some, and I tweeted it out, I think it was on March 14th or March 19th, no, May 14th or May 19th, I tweeted it out, you know, a couple of weeks after I bought it, and I realized, hey man, you know, after I bought it, I was like, you know what, this is not gonna go down any further. So I was more comfortable in tweeting it out then and letting the world know that I'm buying Bitcoin SV. And sure enough, within just a few weeks, it shot up from like the mid 50s all the way up to 200 and something, almost $200. And then when it pulled back, I took profits at 187, and then I woke up the next day, it popped up to like 230 bucks or something. It pulled back and I took profits at 225, okay? So the moral of the story here, guys, is that sometimes in our minds, we listen to what people say around us, we listen to all these analysts on YouTube and everything, but what we should listen to is the price of what the market dictates. And the market was saying to us, okay, that Bitcoin SV is not worth less than 55 bucks. It's worth around that much or higher. And that's why I bought in, okay? And right now, it's kind of high. I was hoping that, you know, I took profits. I was hoping it would crash back down to like 120, 150 or something, so I can buy back in some more. And this time I'll buy back even more than I did before, okay? So I'm still looking for a spot to pull back and buy some more in. And I hope that this video, guys, helps you guys understand how to listen correctly to the markets and the reasons behind why I bought it and the reasons behind why I sold it. Now, why did I sell so quick, right? Because I didn't expect it to go up that quick. I didn't expect it to go up that high, that quick. And so the first chance that I got and that was a huge profit too, you know, from 55 in the 50s all the way up to 187, right? That was a big chunk of profits for me, right? That's like almost 3x for me. So that was enough for me to take out some profits, so that now I can sit back. And then the next morning I woke up and it ran up even more. So I'm like, I'm not gonna sit here and be an idiot. You know, this is a very high risk trade. So I took out enough money to cover my initial investment. So now what's left in there is just all profits for me. Okay, so I really don't care what it does, because everything else from here is just profits. But if it pulls back and I have a chance to add more to it, I will add more. And I hope that this video helps my clients out. Many of you guys that asked me what was I thinking when I got into Bitcoin SV, and I hope that you guys, this helps you guys out to listen to the markets more closely and more accurately, and to be really in tune with what the market is trying to tell us, okay? Thanks for watching this video. And if you want to learn more about how I trade and how our team trades and how we create, you know, and make life-changing profits in the cryptocurrency market, I highly recommend that you go and get a copy of the Cryptocurrency Investing Blueprint at www.cryptocurrency.market/blueprint. Get you a copy today. Stop trying to figure it out. Take advantage of the upcoming bull market here, and learn from the mistakes that we've made and that we're sharing with you, so that you don't have to figure it out, okay? It is the absolute best investment that you could ever make, okay, is to invest in yourself by getting properly educated so you don't go out there and get slaughtered. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at HeyTaiZen, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys in a future video. Thank you.